Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
You need Nelson.
You're the staircase, and I'm falling. Hiccup up and away. Answer the phone, my love is calling. Hiccup up and away. Look out the rings around Uranus while we up in the moon, floating on the melody of this tune. Oh hey, you caught me practicing for the Hot Air Rally in the Valley. I'll be performing at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, February 14th down there at Petrack Park. I learned a bunch of covers, I learned a bunch of love songs because it's Valentine's Day. I hope you can join me. And the original song, it's called Lift Up, Up and Away. Well, it's called Hiccup Up and Away, but I'm going to change the words to Lift Up, Up and Away. So I hope you can join me 10:30 a.m. at the Hot Air Rally in the Valley at Petrack Park on Saturday, February 14th. Hiccup up, hiccup up, hiccup up and away. 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 Run a story into the sky. Hiccup up and away. Time to go basket, we'll go for the ride. Hiccup up and away. Don't let it end up falling. Hiccup up and away. Pick up the phone, my love is calling. Hiccup up and away.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
Then you need Nelson.
You need Nelson.
This morning marked the kickoff of the 3-day Pahrump Hot Air Rally in the Valley at Petrack Park here in Pahrump, Nevada, bringing vibrant colors and community energy to the desert skies. Shortly after 6 a.m., early rising spectators gathered to watch as more than 30 hot air balloons were inflated and lifted off into the cool morning air, painting the skyline with dazzling hues. While balloon pilots took to the skies, festival goers explored the park below, enjoying tethered balloon rides that lifted riders safely above the grounds and vendor rows that opened by mid-morning with a lively mix of food, drink, arts, crafts, and games. In addition to axe throwing and couples putt-putt golf challenges, this year's rally features family-friendly activities, live music from local entertainers, and interactive contests themed around Valentine's weekend. Tonight, crowds will return for the evening balloon glow, when tethered balloons remain grounded but lantern-like fires light up the night sky in a breathtaking choreographed display set to music. Organizers say the event isn't just about balloons, it's a celebration of community, local businesses, and Valentine's spirit, complete with a wine-tasting garden, on-site vow renewals, and plenty of fun for all ages. Looking ahead to tomorrow, attendees can rev their engines at the Lover's Lane Car and Motorcycle Show, a Valentine's Day-themed showcase where spectators vote for favorites among classic cars and custom rides, all set against the backdrop of balloons and festival activities. The Hot Air Rally in the Valley continues through Sunday afternoon, with more balloon flights, entertainment, and activities planned for this weekend of love, adventure, and hometown pride.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Sunday night's Super Bowl didn't quite break the all-time U.S. viewership record, but it definitely flexed. Seattle's 29-13 win over New England averaged 124.9 million viewers across NBC, Peacock, Telemundo, NBC Sports Digital, and NFL Plus. It fell short of last year's 127.7 million who watched Philadelphia beat Kansas City. The good news, it's now the most watched program in NBC history. The MGM Slam hits T-Mobile on Sunday, March 1st, 2026. It's a one-night winner-take-all tennis showdown featuring 8 elite players battling for a $1 million prize pool. The lineup includes Taylor Fritz, Tommy Paul, Casper Ruud, Nick Kyrgios, Hoya Fonseca, Gael Monfils, Lorenzo Musetti, and Alexander Bublik. Vegas, bright lights, big serves, what could possibly go wrong? Canada opened the 2026 Winter Olympics men's hockey tournament in dominant fashion, shutting down Czechia 5-0. Vegas Golden Knight captain Mark Stone had a goal. And the Pahrump Valley Trojans wrestling team heads to Winnemucca for the 3A state championships at the Winnemucca Event Center. Competition is going on now until February 14th at 5:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
News 25 is Chris Palermo. Boy, what a treat we are in for here. We're with Last House from Las Vegas. They're going to give us one of their hits. We're playing their songs, 2 songs, right here on the Ace Country Radio Network. And we have Rochelle, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
All
It's good to
right.
be here.
And, well, you're not one of the sisters, but you are Jeanette.
Not one of the twins,
Not
no.
one of
But
the
I am
twins.
Jeanette, and
All
thank
right.
you for playing our song.
All right, you got
and
it.
everyone, thanks for listening.
All right. And you are?
I'm Laura, and I'm one of the twins, but I would say we're pretty much all sisters here.
That's true.
We are all
True that.
sisters.
What's the sound? I guess, I don't know, way of cheating, I'd say country rock blues.
Yeah, we like to call it roots rock, which is kind of a combination of blues, country, and rock. Yeah,
Okay.
roots rock is what we call
All
it.
right. Rochelle, your function in the band, what do you do here?
I play guitar. I play acoustic guitar. I play lead guitar, and I sing a little bit when Jeanette lets us.
Jeanette Gerardo, now I hope your other bandmates don't get jealous. Ann Curlis and Joya Bruno, and you're sang for Expose. I loved Expose. We all loved Expose. This is a little bit of a departure, but what brought you, and tell me how you met these folks.
At
the
Barnes and
Bellagio.
Noble. No,
Really?
I don't know. We don't remember.
It's a departure, absolutely, from what I did with Expose. But prior to Expose, I was in a top 40 band where I sang all kinds of stuff. So this is kind of being able to go back and doing other stuff that I love. Expose
Yeah.
is still out there and touring, and we're loving it.
Well, that's terrific. I want to get to the bandmates. All right, let's show them some love. And they have quite a resume themselves.
Yes. So my husband is the drummer, Mike Zerby. He's played with Air Supply. Of course, he plays with Expose and is also Expose's tour manager as well. Drummer, I mean, he played with Sheena Easton. He even played a gig with the Righteous Brothers as well.
Wow.
And I'll let her introduce Russ, our guitar player.
Rush Tatisa, amazing guitar player, as you know, because you
Yeah.
come and he's just a powerhouse.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
he's a
great.
powerhouse behind the music here and
Yeah.
amazing ideas on vocals and harmonies. And together we make a very, very tightly bonded band.
Yeah. Tell us about the tour.
So yeah, we got a couple of dates coming up at Fat Cat, and then in May we're headed to our first stop is Vienna, Austria, and then from Vienna we go to Slovakia for a few dates in Slovakia. We're still working a couple of dates in Hungary while we're there, and so it's about a 10-day, 12-day tour in Europe. We're so excited to do it.
All right, we're with Last House, and they are a Las Vegas band. I guess Las Vegas is your home base, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Laura, Jeanette, and
Rochelle.
Rochelle, of course.
Thank you.
We lived through the sun and storms. We were queens in our own backyard, and we had dreams of make believe, playing games all this love that sets us free. Sister, you and me. Headed high up that great big hill, coasted down with no hands for the thrill and how we wish we could fly, and we would fly. 'Cause there's a power they can't see. It's all this love that sets us free. Sister, you and me. Summer nights, growing up too fast, broken hearts, love we thought would last, and I thank God we were there for each other. There's a power they can't see, and this love, it will always be. There's a power they can't see, and this love, it will always be. Yes, it will, sister, you and me. You and me. Oh, you know I love you, love you, love you, love you. Can't imagine where my life would be without you. Oh no, oh no.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Sports bettors wagered more than $133.8 million on the big game at Nevada's 186 sports books for the 2026 Super Bowl, which sounds impressive until you hear this. It's the lowest total in the past 10 years, according to the Nevada Gaming Control Board. Turns out even gamblers are tighter on the budget. The NBA Board of Governors is likely to vote on league expansion this summer, with Seattle and Las Vegas emerging as the front runners, according to Dallas Morning News. Seattle and Las Vegas leading the expansion race shouldn't surprise anyone. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver addressed the possibility back in December. Translation, start warming up the mascot costumes and the traffic complaints. In baseball news, veteran right-hander Aaron Savali signed a one-year, $6 million deal with the Athletics. Savali can earn up to $1.5 million more in incentives, which is baseball's polite way of saying, please stay healthy. And finally, mark your calendars, February 11th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m., the Pahrump Valley Trojans girls basketball team hosts the 3A region quarterfinals. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Super Bowl 60 felt like a silver lining for the Raider Nation because while the Raiders weren't on the field, the New England Patriots losing always feels like a win. Seattle cruised to a 29-13 victory and Raider fans were cheering almost as hard as Seahawk fans, just for very different reasons. And then came the news Raider Nation has been waiting for. Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak confirmed what fans have been refreshing their phones about for weeks. He's officially the next head coach of the Silver and Black. Big honors for the boss. Mark Davis will be inducted into the Southern Nevada Sports Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2026 for his impact on professional sports in Las Vegas. Since relocating the Raiders in 2020, Davis helped bring Allegiant Stadium to life. Another familiar name is heading to Canton. Former Raiders running back Roger Craig will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2026. Craig began his career in San Francisco before suiting up for the Silver and Black in 1991. And finally, because no Super Bowl Sunday is complete without it, the Seahawks weren't the only ones celebrating a big win. Las Vegas' own Dumpling led Team Fluff to victory in the 2026 Puppy Bowl. Adopted from the Nevada SPCA, Dumpling trained hard for the big moment, learning to bark less, share toys, and absolutely dominate on the cutest stage in sports. Forget Lombardi trophies, this one comes with belly rubs. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv. And now, they broke. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv. And now, on Roku devices, Jack Eichel had a goal and an assist, and the Golden Knights finally remembered how winning works, snapping a 5-game losing streak with a 5-2 win over the Vancouver Canucks Wednesday night. The Golden Knights are back at it tonight, hosting the Los Angeles Kings, because nothing says no days off like an NHL schedule. Over to the Raiders, and this one might get awkward. Max Crosby's time in Silver and Black could be winding down, according to Fox Sports NFL insider Jay Glazer. Crosby is likely to seek a trade this offseason, as the Raiders brace for a full rebuild. Meanwhile, in Henderson, it's all about winter vibes, minus the actual cold. The Silver Knights are hosting the Henderson Winter Games theme night this Saturday against the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Puck drops at 6 p.m. The first 3,000 fans get a Team HSK beanie. The night will feature several Olympic legends, including Haley Wickenheiser, Megan Agosta, Oksana Bayul, and more, with autograph sessions during the first intermission. Basically gold medals everywhere. Just try not to blind yourself. And finally, Super Bowl watch continues in Las Vegas. The city hosted its first Super Bowl in February 2024, and according to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the NFL and Las Vegas are already in exclusive negotiations to bring it back, potentially Super Bowl 63 in 2029 at Allegiant Stadium. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are back at it tonight, welcoming the Vancouver Canucks to the Fortress. Puck drops at 7 p.m. Big news for college sports fans. The Mountain West Conference has rolled out a brand new broadcast deal starting later this year. Conference games will be spread across CBS Sports, Fox Sports, the CW, and direct-to-streaming platform called Kiswe. Most of the deals run through the 2031-32 season. UNLV, where renewing season tickets could actually pay off. UNLV Athletics is launching a new season ticket renewal and sales program starting Friday, February 6th. Fans who renew or buy football season tickets will be entered into weekly drawings for things like seat upgrades, VIP field access, merchandise, and even free 2026 season tickets. For details, or to grab tickets, head to unlvtickets.com or call 702-739-FANS. And finally, on the local prep sports scene, Plum Valley's girls flag football team is back in action Friday night against AM Plus Academy. JV kicks things off at 4:30, varsity starts at 5:30. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights are back at it Wednesday night, hosting Vancouver. Puck drop is coming, tempers may flare, and yes, there's a solid chance somebody loses a tooth. And Las Vegas is getting ready to body slam WrestleMania week. Literally, WWE announced that Friday Night SmackDown hits T-Mobile on Friday, April 17th. Followed by Monday Night Raw on April 20th. Suplexes all weekend. SmackDown and Raw will bookend WrestleMania 42, set for Saturday and Sunday, April 18th and 19th at Allegiant Stadium. The 15th annual NFL Honors airs live Thursday, February 5th at 6 p.m. from the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, hosted by John Hamm. Because when you need gravitas, charisma, and perfect hair, you call John Hamm. A couple of current and former Raiders are up for hardware. Max Crosby nominated for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year on the field, off the field, everywhere. And Roger Craig, finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026. Gold Jacket Watch is officially on. And some local hoops on the schedule. The Pahrump Valley Trojans boys basketball teams hit the road to take on the Meadows. JV tips off at 3:30, B team starts at 5, and varsity at 6:30. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Chris Kreider scored 2 goals. Lucas Dostal stopped 27 shots, and the Anaheim Ducks swept their 3-game season series with the Vegas Golden Knights with a 4-3 win Sunday night. Next up for the Golden Knights, they host Vancouver on Wednesday. Meanwhile, hockey history was made outdoors as the NHL saw its first ever goalie fight featuring Andrei Valevsky and Jeremy Swayman. The Lightning ended up winning in a shootout, 6-5. Over in baseball, the Athletics announced they've signed rising star Jacob Wilson to a 7-year contract extension with a club option for an 8th season. The deal, reported by ESPN's Jeff Passan, to be worth $70 million. That keeps Wilson with the A's through their planned move to Las Vegas. And in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders are targeting Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak as their next head coach. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at kpvm.tv and now on Roku devices. Jason Robertson and Mikko Rattanen scored in the shootout. and the Stars escaped with a 5-4 win over the Golden Knights on Thursday night. Golden Knights will try to lower everybody's blood pressure Saturday night when they welcome the Seattle Kraken. Golden Knights are heading to Texas in a big way on Thursday. The NHL announced the 2027 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series matchup with Vegas taking on the Dallas Stars on Saturday, February 20th. The game will be played at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Now to the NFL coaching carousel. After Denver Broncos quarterback coach Davis Webb removed his name from consideration for the Raiders head coaching job, it's becoming clearer by the day that Las Vegas has its sights on Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. And finally, some good news on campus. UNLV super sophomore Ilya Snatari has been named Mountain West Men's Tennis Player of the Week. He is now 16-1 this season and 24-1 as a Rebel. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Jake Evans scored at 3:58 of overtime, which is just late enough to break Vegas' hearts and early enough to beat the parking lot traffic. As the Montreal Canadiens skated past the Golden Knights 3-2 Tuesday night, Vegas will welcome the Dallas Stars on Thursday. No matter the score, Plum Valley High School girls basketball head coach Bob Hopkins always finds a reason to smile. And not just because he's seen it all. Even after a 66-30 loss to league rival Virgin Valley on Friday, January 23rd, Hopkins was still flashing that trademark grin like his team just won the lottery. The good vibes continued later that night as Hopkins celebrated his 76th birthday before the boys' basketball game, complete with a loud and proud happy birthday, echoing through the gym, proving once again that wins are nice, but cake is undefeated. Things are moving fast in the Las Vegas Raiders coaching search. Former Giants head coach Brian DeBole reportedly had a second interview with the Raiders on Tuesday, and then, just hours later, accepted the job as offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. So either DeBole really loves country music, or the Raiders made it clear he wasn't getting the job. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are in action right now. They're in Montreal taking on the Canadiens. The poutine is flying. Meanwhile, off the ice, very much on the grind, the Vegas Nighthawks are beefing up the 2026 IFL season. General Manager head coach Mike Davis announced 4 new players joining the flock. William Martin III, defensive lineman, Ian McBora, linebacker, Aaron Motley, defensive lineman, and defensive lineman Dylan Ruiz. And finally, what started as a fun way to keep bored bettors awake during a lopsided Super Bowl, thank you Refrigerator Perry, has turned into a full-blown Vegas buffet of prop bets that might be more entertaining than the game itself. Which song will the crowd sing first? Country Roads or Sweet Caroline? Will an unauthorized person, also known as a streaker with confidence, enter the field of play? That's a 50-50 bet. The coin toss is another 50-50 bet. Or the length of the national anthem, over or under 125 seconds. And of course the most important bet, what color Gatorade gets dumped on the coach? My guess is blue. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
Then you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Stephen Halliday went full video game mode, 2 goals and an assist as the Ottawa Senators steamrolled the Golden Knights 7-1 on Sunday night. Up next for the Knights, they try to wake up in Montreal Tuesday. The Raiders head coach search is officially almost maybe possibly over. After interviewing Brian DeBall, Vegas is eyeing 2 more candidates, Broncos QB coach Davis Webb, and Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak. The Las Vegas Aviators are rolling out fresh new logos, all aviation, all Vegas. Highlights include a fighter pilot helmet with the strip in the visor, a vintage Howard Hughes plane flying through the letter A, and fan favorite Spruce the Goose swinging a bat. New hats, same goose. The Aviators take off March 27th at home against the Salt Lake Bees. And Super Bowl 60 is locked in. The Seahawks punched their ticket with the 31-27 win over the Rams, while the Patriots survived the Broncos and the weather 10-7. Seattle versus New England. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Charlie McAvoy started the 3-goal flurry in a 54-second span in the first period. David Pastrnak had a goal and 2 assists, and the Boston Bruins held off the Vegas Golden Knights 4-3 on Thursday night. No time to dwell. Vegas Golden Knights are back in action this evening in Toronto. Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza is entering the NFL draft, and he announced it on his Insta.
Coming to Indiana was a leap of faith, a leap that led me to going 16-0 with my boys, a national championship, and has now led me here, the moment where I get to dream bigger. Thank you to my family, the teammates that pushed me, and the coaches that took a chance on me. It is only with your support and the glory of God that I am here today. With trust in my foundation and gratitude for every person that has helped me reach this moment, I am ready to take the next step. My LinkedIn status is now open to work, and I am officially declaring for the 2026 NFL Draft.
One of the most anticipated nights of the season is almost here, as the Las Vegas Desert Dogs invite fans to their 4th annual Wayne Gretzky Night, honoring the hockey legend and Desert Dogs co-owner himself. Officially titled Wayne's Tailgate, takes place on Saturday, January 31st at Lee's Family Forum. The first 4,000 fans through the doors will receive a free Gretzky 99 City Edition jersey, blending Las Vegas flair with Desert Dog style. And finally, one of the community's most anticipated traditions is saddling up once again. The Pahrump Junior High School Rodeo returns February 6th through the 8th at McCullough Rodeo Arena. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights hit the road Thursday for a 4-game road trip starting in Boston. We're joined now by Joe Murray of The Joe Murray Show on 98.5 The Sports Hub and Nesson, weekdays at 4 p.m.
It's Joe Murray. Let me give you a preview on Vegas and Boston. Vegas won 7 in a row, but lost the other day to Philly. Bruins won 6 in a row and lost last night in Dallas. The Bees are a better team at home, but in general, Vegas just scores more goals. The Bees lead the NHL in penalties. I think it's going to be a close one. I'd go over the total, which would probably be 6.5 in that one. But the Bruins, they're a streaky team. They won 6. They lost. I think they lose again. I like Vegas in that one. Also, I can't believe there's another AFC championship or a championship game in New England. Patriots travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Former Patriot Jarrett Stidham will be at quarterback. It would be an absolute disappointment, an upset if the Patriots don't advance to the Super Bowl. I never thought I'd be saying that early on. Denver does have a top 5 defense, but in the end, the Patriots will be going to another Super Bowl. I'm Joe Murray from Nesson and 98.5 The Sports Hub.
The countdown is officially on for the first ever college football playoff national championship in Las Vegas. Next year's championship game will be played Monday, January 25th at Allegiant Stadium.
Before the roar, before the first snap, all you hear is the buzz of the lights. They don't just shine, they expose. They reveal your strengths, and they test your limits. Because when the whole world is locked in, when the moment finds you, you make history. Or watch someone else steal the spotlight. And in 2027, they'll shine in Las Vegas on college football's biggest night.
The Raiders decided to make a small move. The team announced Tuesday they've signed long snapper Alex Ward to a reserve future contract. Ward entered the league as an undrafted free agent with the Rams in 2023 and held the job for more than 2 seasons. And this evening, the Pahrump Valley Trojans boys basketball team are on the road. They face GV Christian. JV starts at 5:30. Varsity starts at 7. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
You need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Travis Konecki scored twice for his first multi-goal game of the season, and the Philadelphia Flyers skated past the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1 on Monday. Philadelphia snapped a 6-game losing streak, while Vegas saw its 7-game winning streak melt faster than ice in a desert rink. Vegas will try to bounce back as they open a 4-game road trip in Boston on Thursday. Where did I park the car? In football news, Ashton Genty has been named to the 2025 Professional Football Writers Association All-Rookie Team after an impressive first season with the Raiders. Genty becomes the first Raiders running back to earn the All-Rookie honors since Josh Jacobs in 2019. Off the field, the UNLV Athletic Department women's sports teams and the Las Vegas Aces are teaming up to celebrate the 40th annual National Girls and Women in Sports Day. The celebration happens Saturday, January 31st, with a free sports clinic before the Lady Rebels take on Colorado State at the Pavilion. And finally, on the local prep sports schedule, the Pahrump Valley Trojans girls flag football team hits the road to face Democracy Prep at All-American Park on January 21st. JV kicks off at 4:30 p.m., varsity follows at 5:30. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
You need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Alexander Holtz and Shea Theodore scored in a 105 span late in the second period, and the Vegas Golden Knights had 2 more 2-goal sprees to rout the Nashville Predators 7-1 on Saturday for their 7th straight victory. Pavel Dorofeev and Captain Mark Stone added goals in 3-minute span. In the third, the Golden Knights go for their 8th win in a row this evening against the Philadelphia Flyers. That game is in progress. The Golden Knights acquired defenseman Rasmus Andersson from the Calgary Flames, sending Zach Whitecloud, a 2027 first-round pick, a conditional 2028 second-round pick, and prospect Abram Wiebe to Calgary. Former Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel is scheduled to be interviewed in Florida, where Raiders minority owner Tom Brady and general manager John Spytek will also be in attendance. The trip coincides with the championship game, where the Raiders leadership will get an in-person look at Fernando Mendoza, the projected number 1 overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft. Pahrump Valley Trojans boys basketball is in action on Tuesday, January 20th. They welcome Sandy Ridge. They welcome Coral Academy, Sandy Ridge. JV starts at 3:30. Varsity starts at 6 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I am the event coordinator for the Pahrump Hot Air Rally in the Valley. It is coming to us February 13th, 14th, and 15th. Starting at 6 a.m., so get up bright and early. We are going to start with our morning launch, and we have a lot of fun and activities going all the way till 9 p.m. We're going to have morning balloon launches. If you would like to get on our reservation list, you can go to PaHrumpRallyInTheValley.com and find the link there to add yourself to our list. We do have tethered rides going on. We also have a balloon walkthrough with some photo opportunities for you to take. This is all weather permitting, so, we do always risk that wind out here, but hopefully we'll be looking at a good weekend. We have a lot going on. We have our Taste of Pahrump Garden. It is going to showcase what Pahrump has to offer, the small little town with some big flavor to it. So come try some wine, some mead, some rum, and we got an amazing sourdough company that's going to be coming out to give samples for that. So tickets can be purchased on our website as well. We have a lot of entertainment and interactive vendors. We have some couples games. We're trying to theme this around Valentine's Day. So couples, you can show up and, be a nice little date weekend for you. We do have VIP passes that are good for 2 people. So you want to definitely get a hold of those passes. You kind of get a little discount for purchasing those, and it gets you VIP access to a lot of the inner happenings of the festival itself. We do have Wandering Hearts elopements. They are coming. They're going to be there on site. You can pre-register with them, or you can just kind of walk up and do it there. They're going to be doing wedding ceremonies as well as vow renewals. So, if you want to maybe surprise somebody or propose at the event, then you can do that. Don't forget, you can find all details on the event weekend at PaHrumpRallyInTheValley.com. And my name is Kelly, and I hope to see you Valentine's weekend.
Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Jack Eichel played the role of overtime hero again, scoring just 2:44 into OT. Mitch Marner picked up 2 assists against his former team. Awkward holiday dinner alert. Aiden Hill stopped 23 shots in his return as the Golden Knights made it 6 straight wins. Up next for the Golden Knights, they're back home Saturday, hosting Nashville. In other Vegas sports news, the city that never says, "We have enough teams," has done it again. The Las Vegas Rockers are officially joining the International Arena League. The Rockers will call Orleans Arena home. College football headlines now. UNLV head coach Dan Mullen is already collecting hardware. Mullen has been named the winner of the Steve Spurrier First Year Coach Award, making him the first Rebel coach to earn the honor. And girls flag football is back in action at the Pahrump Valley High School. Trojans welcome Durango. JV is in progress. Varsity starts at 5:30. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Captain Mark Stone needed just 25 seconds of overtime, barely enough time to finish your popcorn, to lift the Golden Knights past the Kings. 3-2 on Wednesday night. Jack Eichel dished out 3 assists, including the game winner to Stone. Vegas made it 5 straight wins, their best streak of the season. Next up, the Golden Knights welcome the Toronto Maple Leafs this evening. On the hardwood, the UNLV Lady Rebels stayed scorching hot, rolling past San Jose State 78-50 on Wednesday night. That's 7 straight wins for UNLV. Looking ahead to football, UNLV will open the 2026 season at home against Memphis in Week 0 at Allegiant Stadium, the first ever meeting between the two programs. Mark your calendars for August 29th. And finally, the Raiders coaching search rolls on. As of January 15th, 7 candidates have been interviewed, enough to start a reality show. Kevin Stefanski, Matt Nagy, Davis Webb, Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Jesse Minter, and Irio Evero. Stay tuned. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are in LA this evening. They take on the Los Angeles Kings. The hottest ticket in Los Angeles might still be a few years away, but Angelinos can officially start stressing about it now. Registration is open for the lottery to buy tickets to the 2028 Summer Olympics. Actual tickets won't go on sale till the spring. But first, you've got to create a profile at la28.org. Meanwhile, closer to home, the Las Vegas Raiders are still trying to make Allegiant Stadium feel like a home field advantage. Since moving back in 2020, the Raiders have the worst home winning percentage in the NFL, and last season, just 2-7 at Allegiant Stadium. And if you were hoping next season would be easier, maybe don't. According to NFL Nerd on X, the Raiders are set to have the toughest home schedule in the league next year, based on opponents' 2025 winning percentages. And coming up on January 16th, Pahrump Valley Trojan girls flag football are back in action. JV starts at 4:30, varsity starts at 5:30 as they welcome Durango. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
Then you need Nelson.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. If you're a Sharks fan, you might want to look away, or at least squint. Tomas Hertl had 2 goals and 3 assists, basically doing everything but selling popcorn as the Vegas Golden Knights cruised past San Jose 7-2 Sunday night. The Golden Knights won their 4th straight game, completing a back-to-back after a 4-2 win over St. Louis Saturday night. Vegas now heads to Los Angeles Wednesday, where the Kings will try to stop them. Vegas Golden Knights center Tomas Hertl has been named as the NHL's first star of the first full week of 2026. Hertl earned the honor for the week ending January 11th after tallying 9 points, including 3 goals in 4 games. Impressive. A youth baseball event created by Las Vegas locals is back for year 2, and this one stepping up to the plate. The baseball convention, founded by Major League Baseball pitcher and Bishop Gorman alum Taylor Cole and UNLV alum Taylor Novak, returns January 16th through the 19th. This year, it's more than just a convention. Organizers added a World Series-style tournament and a kickoff festival. Meanwhile, over in Raider Nation, the search for a new head coach continues, and the interview list is longer than a CVS receipt. The Raiders requested interviews with Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Davis Webb, Matt Nagy, Kevin Stefanski, Jeff Hafley, Nate Shielhaz, Mike LaFleur, Chris Shula, and Irio Evero. At this point, if you've ever owned a whistle, the Raiders might call you next. And finally, Pahrump Valley Trojan boys basketball team is back in action on January 13th as they host Secta JV tips off at 3:30. The B team starts at 5 and varsity at 6:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Riley Smith scored twice. Mark Stone extended his goal streak to 6 games, and the Vegas Golden Knights proved once again that panic is optional in Las Vegas after losing goalie Carter Hart early because apparently injuries love the Strip. The Knights rallied past the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-3 on Thursday night. Next up, the Golden Knights host the St. Louis Blues on Saturday. In a matchup that requires zero cardio but maximum commitment, Joey Chestnut, the undisputed heavyweight champion of competitive eating, is returning to Las Vegas. Major League Eating announced that Chestnut will defend his bagel title at the 4th annual Siegel's Bagel Mania World Bagel Eating Championship on Saturday, January 31st. Gluten doesn't stand a chance. And the 11th annual Chris Ruby Memorial Cup returns to Lee Canyon. January 10th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the community ski and snowboard race honors the memory of Chris Ruby while supporting the Nevada Donor Network and organ donation awareness. Check-in begins at 8 a.m. at the Bristol Cone Bar, with racing starting at 10. Entry is $20 or free for registered organ donors. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights return home this evening. They welcome the Blue Jackets from Columbus. Down on the farm, a Henderson Silver Knights forward is heading to the global stage. Jonas Rodenberg is preparing to represent Denmark at the 2026 Winter Olympics, bringing international recognition to both Las Vegas and his home country. Not bad for a guy who learned how to skate where it's 115 degrees in the summer. The UNLV Lady Rebels are officially on a roll, and no, not the dinner kind. They continued their surge through Mountain West play. Wednesday night, knocking off Utah State 69-58 at Cox Pavilion to extend their winning streak to 5 straight games. And finally, the Las Vegas Raiders coaching search is heating up. After parting ways with Pete Carroll, the team has requested interviews with Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Davis Webb, Matt Nagy, and now Kevin Stefanski. At this rate, Allegiant Stadium may need to take a number system or just a really big waiting room. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Call or text 702-595-0488. Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Tomas Hertl scored on the power play, 4:47 into overtime, and the Vegas Golden Knights beat Winnipeg 4-3 on Tuesday night, handing the Jets their 10th straight loss. Maybe they should be called Lose-a-Peg. The Golden Knights don't get much time to celebrate. Vegas hosts Columbus Thursday night. UNLV has landed a new quarterback for the upcoming season. The university announced Wednesday it received a commitment from Auburn transfer Jackson Arnold. The Las Vegas Raiders have officially begun requesting interviews for their head coaching opening after parting ways with Pete Carroll. So far, the Raiders have asked to speak with Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Davis Webb, and Matt Nagy. And coming up Thursday, January 9th, it's basketball night in Pahrump. The Pahrump Valley Trojans welcome Moapa Valley for a full slate of action. JV tips off at 3:30 p.m., B team follows at 5 p.m., varsity caps it off at 6:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are in Winnipeg this evening, taking on the Jets. In college football, UNLV is proving brains and brawn can coexist. 6 Rebels earned academic all-district honors, all rocking GPAs of 3.5 or higher. Highlights include Reed Williams, a second-team All-Mountain West center with a 3.94 GPA. Jalen Allen missed just one game. Lucas Conti, Caden Costa, D'Angelo Irvin Jr., and Andrew McCalcom all made the list. On to Major League Baseball drama now. The Athletics still don't know what they'll be called in Vegas. The U.S. Patent Office says Athletics is too generic, leaving the team stuck in naming limbo. So for now, they're basically the Las Vegas to be determines. And finally, local prep sports. Pahrump Valley Girls Flag Football hosts Clark on Wednesday. JV kicks off at 4:30, varsity at 5:30. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Always low, low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Tyler Bertuzzi wasted no time in overtime, scoring just 1 minute and 18 seconds in to cap off his second hat trick of the season and 5th of his NHL career, lifting the Chicago Blackhawks to a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights Sunday night. Vegas skates back to reality Tuesday night at Winnipeg, where overtime goals are politely discouraged. Over in football, Daniel Carlson decided normal field goals are boring, drilling a career-long 60-yarder with 8 seconds left to give Las Vegas a 14-12 win over the Kansas City Chiefs. The kick snapped the Raiders' 10-game losing streak, but the celebration didn't last long in Raider Nation. The Las Vegas Raiders have fired head coach Pete Carroll after a 3-14 season, the team announced Monday. It was Carroll's first season with the silver and black and also his last, which brings us to the obvious question. Is Tom Brady busy next year or just visiting? Pahrump Valley Trojans Wrestling welcomes Civica on January 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
Then you need Nelson.
Looking to get away this weekend, just about an hour away, Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge. Ash Meadows is home to 26 plants and animal species that are found nowhere else in the world. Crystal Spring is known to gush a whopping 2,800 gallons of water per minute. In 1952, the fascinating desert pupfish was discovered within Ash Meadows. As a colorful bonus, spring and fall offer chances at seeing spectacular wildflower blooms. Rains from California's atmospheric rivers and Tropical Storm Hillary have prompted a massive bloom of desert gold wildflowers. There's no true litmus test for what scientists consider a super bloom. Botanists almost unliterally declared last year's bloom in California to be one, but it's uncertain whether this year's qualify. What's peculiar about this bloom is that desert gold wildflowers began to flower as early as November. They say this is a sign of overwintering, where plants brave less water and less warmth. Super bloom or not, the wildflower bloom is spectacular.
Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.tv and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights and another matinee. Vegas Golden Knights dropping another one, 5-4 today to the St. Louis Blues. Next up for the Golden Knights, they play the Blackhawks in Chicago on Sunday. Big international news for the Knights. Defenseman Noah Hannafin, joined by his teammate Jack Eichel, will be representing the United States in the Winter Olympics next month. Back home, the Henderson Silver Knights are gearing up for a special night as they honor military personnel during Military Appreciation Night. That celebration happens Saturday, January 3rd at 6 p.m. when Henderson takes on the Colorado Eagles at Dollar Loan Center. And if you're showing up early, it pays off, literally. The first 1,500 fans will receive exclusive lucky shillings, and the first 3,000 will take home a Silver Knights wall flag. Plum Valley Lady Trojans looked comfortable, maybe a little too comfortable. Arborview had other plans, delivering late-game defensive heroics that turned the momentum completely around in their third exhibition game of the 13th annual Gator Winter Classic. Hosted by Green Valley High School, the Trojans dropped a heartbreaker, falling 42-40 to the Aggies on December 29th. And that's your look at sports on News 25.